feeling as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You look at this Bears defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Cardinals.
On the handoff, it's DeMarcano. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Murray going to fire one out wide. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, Murray. That is caught, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here's Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Connor.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 4. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Prater's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up
to the 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cards very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. In motion, the tight end. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd down and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. On the option to give to Swift here. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. And I expect them to do just that.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on the pickup of 8 there. Another good throw there on what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receiver?
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. B.J. Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. Great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Run it back. 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 Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads. Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari DiMercato. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to end up netting him 33 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Moore, the man in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. 20! And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The give is to DiMercato, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss
loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
The confidence of him playing the ball here, and no panic in his eyes. As after a while, tracked it from the water on the play of his head, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, this defense for the Cardinals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of
touchdown Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll get this to DiMercado. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. these two teams all tied after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives are much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to have the football back again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Jones on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and pull through contact and short of the sticks.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Running, DiMercado trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Murray. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jones. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Murray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 130 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play fake. Murray completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that one complete once again to Higgins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
And that'll bring up second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. From the gun, Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 28 yards.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Shotgun now for Murray.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Here's Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Gervon Dexter never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Murray going to throw. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of